Right after having the breakdown, I had to go and do a photo shoot. I tried to cancel this shoot. This photo almost never happened because after 13 years of photography, I've taken quite a few photos. So today I'm going to be ranking my top favorites of all time. And I'll be telling you guys about each one, where I took them, like a little story behind each picture as I rank them. You'll find out how I really feel about my own photography. The S ranking is supposed to be the absolute best. It can't get any better than this. It's like the perfect photo. And then we have the D rating, which is still good in this case because they're my favorite photos, but not as good as the others. It could have been better, perhaps, just a little bit. Where do I start? Okay, this photo right here. This photo of Sabrina. So we took this in Seattle. I believe it was it 2017, 2018? I took this photo. You guys, we got to Seattle and it was raining. And I had all these photo shoots planned, and you just gotta go out. You just have to pretend that it's not raining. We went under a building and we just shot there. That it really was the best I could do. When I was taking this photo, I kept thinking to myself, the lighting is so questionable. But there was nothing I could do because it was raining. I really had limited options on location. So I really wasn't confident about this picture until I pulled it up in Lightroom and started editing it, and I was like, wow, it surprised me how much I loved it. So I was scared at first, but I was scared of how much I liked it at the end. This photo I used for critique during, what is it called, Creative Live, and Nigel was the instructor, and he actually critiqued this photo, saying it looked like a Prada advertisement.
It has like a 1970s vibe to it too, and it could even be like a Prada campaign.
At the time, I was trying to play it cool, and I was like, okay, thank you, Nigel. I was really excited that someone like Nigel Barker would compliment my photo like this. This photo definitely deserves the top tier. It has to be one of my favorite portraits of all time. We're starting off strong here. We have one S already. What is that? What does S stand for? Superb? I don't know. Super amazing? The next one, I'm going to pick this one of Sophia. Sophia is one of my favorite models. She's a good friend of mine. She is so much fun to work with. We end up like laughing half of the photo shoot. I took these photos just walking around the block in Los Angeles, and my friend Sarah styled this. It was amazing, and it was just so much fun. We got the best pictures. I love this outfit. The lighting really is what sticks out to me in this one. We can see the blue sky is like perfectly exposed. As a photographer, for me, sometimes it's hard to get the sky exposed. Sometimes it's blown out. You guys, I hate that with a passion. Only downside to shooting golden hour is you have to shoot very fast because the sun goes down very quickly. You're on a time schedule, and you're on the sun's time, and the sun doesn't communicate at all. This one I'm going to do, I love this one so much, but I think we're gonna do B, maybe? B, yeah. This photo shoot in particular was not even supposed to happen, because something terrible happened to me in Australia, and I tried to cancel this shoot and I couldn't because it was too last minute, and I ended up having to do it. So let me explain to you what the terrible thing that happened to me. Back when I was in my reckless era and I didn't really think anything bad was gonna happen to me, is when something bad happened to me. And then I took this photo. I brought an external hard drive with me to Australia, and basically it stopped working on that trip. All my photos were on there, my videos, everything, and I didn't back it up. The same day these guys came to come check out my hard drive to tell me like it's gone, RIP, I had a photo shoot with this wonderful model here, and I was just having a complete breakdown, and my whole world was crashing around me, but I couldn't cancel it because it was too last minute, so I had to right after having the breakdown, I had to go and do a photo shoot. I really enjoyed shooting with her. We got some amazing pictures, but mentally I was just somewhere else. When I look at this photo, all I think about is my hard drive that didn't make it. Because of the backstory, I'm gonna give this, I'll give it a C, just because, again, I love the picture. I love the picture, but just sometimes you don't want to remember certain things. The next one is the one with the balloons, and this one was so much fun to shoot. Oh my god. I don't know if it was my first time working with Caddy. I've worked with her a few times. Maybe it was my second time working with her. She came to my Airbnb, and then we got her dressed, and we were just walking around in Los Angeles, and we found this balloon installation. It was for like a pharmacy or something. Of course, I went over there with my camera. I'm like, okay, that's the spot right there. So we started taking pictures, and it was great. The color from the balloon was reflecting off of her on her face. And I had so much fun with posing her with these balloons. It was incredible. I think I'm gonna rank this one A, because yeah, I think I'm gonna do A. I'm happy with that one. It's one of my favorite portraits ever. We have balloons as our location. That's pretty awesome. Who can say that? Besides the guy from Up, the movie Up, the old man. I believe I took that one in 2017, by the way. The next one, I already know where I'm going to place it because it was just that memorable of a photo shoot. This one with my friend Sarah Hemi. This photo was taken 2019, I believe, in Japan. And I brought this dress from the United States. I bought it here, and then I took it with me to Japan. I had to squish it into my luggage. It barely fit because the dress is huge. So like my mom helped me tie it up. We had to tie it up strategically to like just squish it in there so it fit. I didn't really have a plan, and I didn't really know who was going to model it, but I knew that I wanted to shoot with this dress, and in Tokyo specifically, and I wanted it to be street style. Me and Sarah did a photo shoot prior to this one with the pink dress, and I just love how those photos came out. So I asked her, I was like, hey, what do you think about doing another shoot with me, coming, because she lives in Kyoto. So I was like, would you come back to Tokyo? She said, yeah. We planned. She had no idea what we were shooting, by the way. So when she came to my hotel room for this photo shoot, I wasn't sure how she was going to feel about this dress. I just pulled out the dress and I showed her, and she loved it. She was like, yes. She was so excited, and I was excited because she was excited. Surprisingly, no one bothered us. We didn't get in trouble. A pleasant surprise, I might say. I'm going to rank this one an S. I'm not going to give all the photos an S rating because I feel like we're going down that road slowly. I'm like, okay. This one is one that I took for Felix and Marcia at their wedding. This photo almost never happened because we had already finished taking couple session photos. We were done. So we were walking back to cocktail hour, and I looked back and I was looking at Felix and Marcia, and the way that the light was hitting their face in this one area was so beautiful. And I was like, can we just take one more picture? Because we again, at that point, we were already wrapped up. We were heading back. So they were like, yeah, sure. So I quickly, and we didn't have a lot of time, so I had to be quick with this one pose. So I told them, okay, guys, just do this, and I would show them the pose. So they did it. I snapped this photo. Literally right after this photo, we had to get going. And that's why, as a wedding photographer, you just gotta quickly think of things and always be paying attention to things like the light. I'll always try to convince my clients to take one last photo if we're walking and I find like a cute little area by chance. This photo shoot was so much fun. Working with Felix and Marcia was amazing. This one gets an S. Because who knows, if I didn't ask, then we wouldn't have this beautiful, beautiful portrait of them. Just one more photo. Every photographer knows. This photo of Miji, I actually styled myself. And I'm kind of really proud of it. Then one of my favorite stylings that I've done, actually, if you ask me. So this dress I thrifted at Salvation Army, I believe. And then the leggings, I think I ordered them from Amazon. And the leggings were just so weird that I knew I wanted to photograph them. So we mixed this photo with natural light and then on-camera flash. I was using the Profoto A1. Do I want to give this a B or a C? I love this photo so much. This is hard. I'm trying not to give all of them an S. I'm trying to like diversify this a little bit. But let's do B for this one. Let's do B. I really like this one. I love Miji's pose. She's so cute, and I worked with her again when I went back to Australia, so we love Miji here. This next one is when I was first starting to work with agency models. Rebecca actually, she was, I believe, 16 years old at the time. She brought her mom to the photo shoot. Her mom is the sweetest human ever. We were talking the whole time, me and her, and Rebecca, of course, and I was asking her about, because she had just started modeling. So Ford sent me these brand new models, no experience, never done a photo shoot before. I think this was her first photo shoot ever. My stylist, Sarah, did an incredible job with the makeup and the hair and the outfit. And we really just pulled it together and we came up with these amazing photos. Some of this work I still love till this day. I look back at these and I'm like, how did I shoot this? This was all natural light and I shot this with my 50mm 1.4 lens. I'm gonna give this one a C. It's a beautiful portrait, simple. So this one of my friend Tashi is one of my absolute favorites. I styled this look as well. You guys, I used to just have a whole suitcase just for model clothes, okay? I don't really do that anymore because I'm too tired these days to be hauling over a giant suitcase filled with model clothes. But I used to do this back in I believe this was 2017 or 2018. And we took these on the streets in Los Angeles. I had her just sitting on this person's stairs. It was golden hour, so that's how you see this beautiful golden light on Tashi. And she is just one of the best posers ever. She knows her angles, her body placement. I love working with Tashi so much. And I love her look. She has like the cutest curly hair and the cutest haircut. So I was so excited to work with her. I'm gonna give this one, I wanna do A for this. Yeah, I'm gonna do A for this because I just liked it that much. I struggled styling all these outfits. Okay, when my stylist wasn't able to come, it was all me. And it wasn't a fun time. This photo shoot took an unexpected turn because I had planned to shoot outside, but it was raining. And we were in a studio, and so I kind of had no choice but to shoot indoors, at least until it stopped raining. So the studio had this giant octabox. You guys, I'm really not that great at studio at all. I'm really a street style. I go outside and I use the sunlight. So for this, I was moving the octabox around so much, just desperately trying to get a decent shot. And then I finally found the secret formula. You know, in SpongeBob, the Krabby Patty formula, what is it, Plankton? I was Plankton and I found the Krusty Krab formula. Was it the Krabby Patty formula? And then we did a few shots outside. I took her outside with the dress and we did a few outside. It still turned out pretty nice, but I do prefer the studio shots for this photo shoot. This one, I'm debating between A and B for this because that's how much I like how the output. What is it? The results from the output. The results from this one. A. I'm going to do A for this one. This one I shot in the streets of New York. I think that's a dumpster behind her. Welcome to New York City. Where are the pizza rats? Where are they at? Sometimes you just can't get around it. And sometimes I don't pay attention to my surroundings because I'm too excited to work with a certain model or to just take pictures in general. So I don't notice if there's a giant dumpster behind the model in my shot, which is my fault. But maybe you wouldn't have known that if I didn't just say that. So let's just don't listen to what I just said. And for this outfit, actually, my stylist picked it out on the internet and I had to order the clothes that she picked out for this look and then just take it with me. So she wasn't actually there to style this. She styled it by proxy, I guess. But I bought the clothes that she told me to get and then I put them on her just hoping that it looked good on the model. And if it didn't, then there was nothing I could do because the stylist wasn't there and I had no other options. This one I'm gonna do B because although I like it, the dumpster, that's why. The dumpster went, and that's my fault. I have myself to blame for that. But we are blaming the dumpster. I always try to recreate this walking shot in other photo shoots with other models, but I just can't. I don't think I'll ever be able to recreate this photo because of how much I like it. The shape of her body, the background, how she's walking. To me, this is my most perfect walking shot that I could have gotten. She's wearing these latex stockings that were so hard to put on and they're so tight. It's basically like putting on rubber gloves, but the gloves are really, really tight. The stockings went all the way up to her thighs, so we had to help put them on, and then she put these black shoes on. And people thought it was just one shoe, like a knee-high boot or something. No, it was the latex stockings with the shoes for this look. And I think it just came together so well. I'm gonna give this one an S. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorite walking shots ever. Something about walking shots, movements. She walked very well that day. Talia, her name is Talia. She's a great model. And she speaks German. So this one was taken in Seattle. And it's one of my favorite outfits. You guys, my friend Sarah, she's like the most incredible stylist. She put together this look. I was obsessed. I was so excited to shoot this. The year was either 2016 or 2017 when I took this photo. And there was construction along this road. There was like a bridge. We were crossing the bridge and I saw this view and I'm like, oh, this would be nice for a picture. So just stand right there. At first, the model was just standing like this with her arms down, and then I said, hey, do something like that, bring your arm up. The sky was a little bit overexposed, so what you see in the picture, I had to bring back some of the blue sky by bringing down the highlights a lot, and we were able to save a lot of the sky, which I'm so happy I shot in RAW. This one I'm gonna give an A, I think, or it could be S. This one's a tough one. I feel like I'm just gonna give all of them an S if that's the case. I have to be strict. I kind of want to do S, but then it's gonna get a little too. Is that too much? Like, is there a limit to how much I can rank S? There shouldn't be, but we have to. Okay, we can't. Not every photo can be an S. Some of them have to not be an S. Okay, I'll give this one an A. This one of Sinclair was so much fun because I actually styled this entire look. I put her in these blue gloves with the fur and this yellow sweater. I don't know what I was doing, to be honest. I just put whatever. You guys, I don't know how to style. Sometimes in person, it looks extremely questionable, but in pictures, it looks good. So I put her behind this textured, like, abandoned building, and I love this red color mixed with the other colors I had in her outfit. And it's one of my favorite shots. I love the colors in this photo. A, B, A, B. I don't know what to do with this. Okay, I really don't know for this one. I'm gonna do B. This one I believe was 2016 or 2017. I was in Korea and this model, her name is Serena. We contacted each other on Instagram and I met up with her. I shot with her for the first time and I just put together these clothes. You guys, I didn't know what I was doing. Those were her boots. I just layered, I think it was either the pink skirt with the sparkly orange top. And I just liked the colors together, and then I put the tights on, and I'm like, okay, it could be worse. And then we just literally walked outside of the Airbnb, and we just walked around the street, and I found this giant mirror, and I knew that's where I wanted to shoot because I thought it's so interesting. I haven't seen anything like this, and I loved the stripes on the bottom too. From this photo shoot, I don't remember anything but this shot. This is the only one I remember. I'm gonna give this one an S because I'm just that happy with it, and I love the colors and how they turned out, even though in person it definitely looked very weird. Not gonna lie, it did look weird. This is another one from Marty and Felix's wedding that I just had to include because the lighting was so perfect for this shot and made it look so soft, almost like a fairy tale. And this is one of the shots where you just have to pray that the lighting is gonna turn out, that the sun is gonna come out that day and have a good day. Some of the first photos that we started taking were the ones here because the sun was setting and it was golden hour, and I knew that if I wanted to do anything backlit or with that golden light, I would have to shoot fast. So I did those ones first to get them out of the way because if the sun went any lower, I'm not gonna get something like this. So that's why you see the sun's in like the best position ever. It's so soft and glowy and dreamy, and that's exactly what I wanted for these photos, and that's why I chose that specific spot because I knew that the sun's gonna be setting in that direction. I just had them do a few poses there. I did close-ups. I put the veil over them, which actually that's something that I did for a lot of because I'm a wedding photographer also, so I did that for a lot of my other clients. They had no idea that I was doing that. So they were like, wait, what are you doing? I'm like, just trust me, guys. So I put the veil over them. And those are also some of my favorite photos. The hardest part about the veil shot is removing the veil after the fact because sometimes the groom's hair or the bride's hair can get messed up. So we have to be really careful taking it off. That's the part that stresses me out just a little bit, taking it off. Because sometimes the veil has like diamonds in it or something. It can get caught and stuff. This one I will rank A. I've shot with Sophia so many times. This is just another one of our photo shoots together. This was shot in LA, and I actually thrifted this. It's a cheerleading uniform from the 1940s. I found it at a thrift shop. It's authentic. It's an authentic cheerleading outfit. I thought it was so cool, and I knew I had to shoot with it. And Sophia appreciated so much that it's this thrifted cheerleading piece, so I knew I wanted her to wear it. So we were walking just along the neighborhood streets in Los Angeles, and we found this lawn that was on a slope. And I thought it could be cool to have her kind of laying down on it. So she just laid down in someone's lawn, like the front lawn, and then I told her kind of just do something with your hand just to create some shape. And we got this photo, and I think it's one of the coolest photos ever. I love the background, and I love the scenery and the look on her. I'm gonna rank this one an A. So this photo I took of Sonia, I can't tell you guys how excited I was to photograph this look. I had the best team ever for hair, makeup, and we had a stylist. That is very rare for me. If you know me, you know I don't really have a whole team with me when I'm doing my photo shoots. I usually, at best, I'll have a makeup artist. I would like a full creative team with me, but sometimes it's just really hard to coordinate. If I could go back in time, I would want to rephotograph this look. That's how much I liked it. I'm gonna give this one an A because I really like how these final images came out, especially with the editing. Thank God I edited these nicely, because sometimes I edit them and then I don't do a great job. And that's one of my weaknesses sometimes, is editing the choosing the colors. But I think this one turned out great. The shoes for this one looked like bread shoes. I think someone commented that, like, why does it look like she's wearing a loaf of bread? I was like, what? This photo I took in 2016. We were walking the streets of LA, and I just snapped this one of her in front of the storefront. I wish I would have chose a different background for this. I don't know that it really fit with the outfit. I really do like the outfit and her look, but I feel like I didn't do a great job as a photographer for that one. I feel like I could have chose something better. So for that reason, I'm going to give this one a D. And again, it's my fault. The model did amazing. The styling was great, hair, makeup, everything. It's just I could have done better with my location choice. If I was to go back and photograph this, I'd probably put her against a plain wall or something, or maybe just neutral tones in the background, because I feel like it's a bit busy for this photo with this look. Did I rank one that's supposed to be higher, do you think, or one that's lower? Let me know your thoughts. And this was a lot of fun. I've never done this before, and it's nice to relive each photo because each photo has a memory attached to it. So it's really nice to just talk about that. I will forget everything in my life, but not the exact details of each one of these photos and what lenses I used and what aperture I was using. That I will remember forever.